Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and it looks like it's time for another online lobby race on GT Sports. So, looks like it's time for a race activity. It's going to be on drag on Blue Moon Bay Speedway. So, looks like this is going to be good to be able to choose the best, better horsepower to be able to go for it. So, yeah, maybe you cannot use the Tomahawk X Vision GT or the Bugatti, and also the McLaren Vision GT as well. So, looks like you might be able to have to go and choose a better horsepower to be able to set up for it. Now, let's see. Something might be able to go fast to be giving a better horsepower. Well, I really guess that this is going to be a little hard guess to see it. Well, maybe let's just kind of go and try something better to go and pick one of the two Total Drama Island libraries to be able to get ready for it. So that will be very good. Well, I don't know that if this might be pretty good for it, because they just using the standard N-class cars, but well, I kind of guess that Joe Oris 12-16-326 is using the LM55 Group 1. Well, doesn't might need to be available to be eligible to use any Group 1 cars to be able to race fast for it. Well, maybe perhaps that this is going to be quite very good use for it. But luckily, the R92 CP is already maxed out of the horsepower, so looks like might be very good. So let's just kind of save, just kind of go with super soft racing tires, and maybe let's just gonna go and enter the course. So looks like this is gonna be a little bit surprising entertainment for it. So used to come in for a race for it. So looks like this might be a best arrival for it. Okay, pretty good to be able to get started. Looks like everybody's here. Now, looks like this is going to be a good time to be able to be prepared for one lineup for it. Okay, so looks like they're just bringing out the standard N-Class cars, Nissan Skyline, and a Chevy Nova. Good thing that the Mazda LM55 is in. Okay, so let's see. Just gonna go into a single double file lineup for it. Well, I kind of guess that this is gonna be a little bit of a long wait for it. Okay, just gonna wait to see who's gonna be my opponent. Well, not right here, _eater. Okay, looks like this is going to be a good start for catching up the run for it. Okay, pretty good. And looks like first place for P_eater. Now, looks like this might be the right time to go for it. And, well, I kind of think that's going to be a little bit of first head start for it. Now, looks like this is going to be a little bit better time for having a little small game of race wars, because this is going to be quite very enjoyable for it. Now, just going to go back in on the single line where I just left off for it. Okay, looks like it's going to be the same opponent. No. Whew. Okay, that was a quite near miss. Okay, pretty good. My main opponent is Joe Oris 12-16-326. Let's go for it. Yeah, I kind of think that this is going to be a little bit of a hard start to use an all-wheel drive. So, looks like this is going to be a little bit of a pretty good start for it. Now, I might be able to go and grab a better Group 1 race car for it, because LM55 is pretty good for it. well, I don't know. Group X cars seems to be that doesn't count for it. That will be caused with a little bit amount of cheating. So looks like it's gonna be very careful for it. Just gonna have to go and exit out and grab a better ride for it. So let's cancel the entry and then select the best ride to be able to choose for it. So pretty good thing to be able to use the Edgar Rods and Customs Mach 40 because this is pretty good to be able to go for it. Now let's just gonna have to say, and this will be very good to have a drag car to be able to go for it. Drag car set. Now looks like this will be able to have this setting for now on, and this will be good. Now good thing that bringing out the Mach 40 Mustang is now ready to go. Now looks like I'll be able to come back in for it because I might be able to have to go and get a better car and a better vehicle for it to be able to have a better performance. Now here we go, and let's get started. Just gonna race to the meet. RR. Okay, well, a drivetrain Porsche vehicle that might be. Okay, so let's just gonna go and take a little single double file line for it, folks. Just give it any bets. Okay, just gonna have to wait around for it. Ooh. Okay, well, no bump back for it. Just try to be easy. A Subaru BRC? Well, I think a drift car can also have a lot of horsepower for it. Bet can take on with a Mach 40 Mustang for it. Okay, here we go, and let's go for it. Man, can't believe it, he beat me for it. GG, man. Pretty good for the BRC drift car for it to be used as a drag car. Okay, looks like U46 is definitely the first winner that I'm challenging with for another drag race for it. So, looks like, ooh, sorry about that, Super Turbo. Yeah, maybe I might be able to go and grab out my drift car for it. So, looks like this is going to be quite better for it. Just gonna go in and switch another vehicle. Well, looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have adjustment for it. Okay, now looks like this will be very good. Have this set, and then let's make it into a drag set. Okay, so looks like BU46 using the BRC, and looks like I'll be able to bring out a BRC drift car for it, because this is going to have to get a little bit better to get set up for it. Okay, so looks like weight reduction level might be able to get a little bit good for use. Now, let's just kind of go and get something very better for it, because the manual cut transmission is definitely quite getting a little bit tougher for it. Now, looks like let's just kind of give it a little bit of speed test, and then let's just kind of go back in and let's see how this dragster can also to make a little quick run for it. Alright folks, looks like it's drag ready for now on for it. Let's give it a little bit of taste of a warm welcome for it. Okay, looks like Fuse 46 is now ready to go. Glad I'm bringing out this thing CRC drift car, and then this will be very good to see it for it. His design and my library design is pretty good for it. Well, he just liked my library. That was pretty cool. Okay, this is gonna be the next road to be able to get ready for it. Then let's see how it goes. Now, looks like this might be pretty good for us, but it also might need a better gear transmission adjustment to be able to set up and ready. Now, looks like might be able to have to go again for it. Just gotta go back in onto the inventory. Oops, sorry about that lineup. Okay, not the right time to go back in on the pit. Just gotta go in and change a better transmission gear. Okay, well, talk about giving a little bit of doctor comment for it. Okay, let's see. How about a 200-mile run for it? Now, let's go and get everything started out for it. Okay, I'm all set and get ready for a single lineup form in order. Okay, who's my next main opponent? What the? Okay, well, it turns out that the drag race party is definitely interrupted because... come on. We don't have time for this race, folks. Guess have no choice. Someone just accidentally to get started for a race, but... I thought this segment is going to be in the drag race, but, well, looks like this guy has to do one lap later on for it. Bummer. I kind of think that this is going to be a free activity race, but I know that this is going to be a little bit of one choice to be able to go for it. Alright everybody, let's go over to the checker flag and start over, because we might be able to resume and restart the drag race. Okay, well, that was a little bit of hard tough collision to see it. Okay, let's rush, and get to the checker flag. And, oh man. Oh. Yeah, talk about having a massive accident. Why I don't like accident sports. Okay, let's go and get to the check flag 5 seconds away. Well, I kind of think that the host might be able to have to be very careful while having a best time to be able to do a little drag race. I kind of think that everybody is not happy about that. Okay, well, race end, and let's go back to the normal drag race. So this is gonna have to get a little bit clear matter for it. Now, unfortunately, let's just gonna have to do a little bit of manual transmission to be able to go for a little drag race for it. So maybe I'll give it a shot and see how it goes for it. Well, looks like a thank you race is definitely quite going in for it. And what? Undercover? Well, I didn't see that coming for it. Well, I kind of think Rod Chase C16 is definitely, well, no offense, but he's just definitely making a little bit of mistaken for it. Now, let's just go back to do a little normal drag race, so this is going to be quite very good for it. So the pit lane will be able to go in and make a little bit of practice. So this will be able to go a little bit better start for it. Okay, so let's go over to the careful super turbo. Just really gonna have to take a little nice and neat, and then okay, there you go. Let's give it a little bit of single bed sports. And here we go, launch that transmission up, and then this is going to kick it up nice and slow. Okay, very nice. So, looks like this is going to be quite very good for it. Now, looks like this will be able to have to get a little bit of singular manual transmission for it. Well, of course, he's the newcomer for it. Better have some respect. And, well, talk about getting a little bit of Need for Speed Undercover reference, of course, but just give him some nice manners for it. It's just a race. Everybody also wants to have a fair challenge. Okay, looks like who's my next challenger? Okay, looks like the Bugatti Veyron. Okay, let's see how I can beat the Veyron for it. Hold on, I really guess that this is going to be a little false alarm. Well, looks like I might be automatically bail out for it. Yeah, I really guess that manual transmission is going to be a little bit hard. So, looks like I might be able to have to go back in and switch the transmission to be able to stick it in on automatic. Okay, so looks like this is pretty good because he got a Bugatti Veyron for it. Now, good thing my BRC is done for the job. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good to be able to have a better horsepower for it. So, let's just gonna bring out the Bugatti Vision GT, and then this might be pretty good for it. Well, unless that Group 1 car is only to be available for use for it. So, looks like I had to choose a better maximum horsepower to give it in for a strong adjustment. Well, I don't know. I might be using the Audi e-tron Vision GT for a drag race? Well, it's anyone depends to be able to have a choice. Because this might be not part of the drag racing regulations for it, made by some other players who really enjoys drag racing. Now, I might be able to have to think a better horsepower range to be able to be up at over at 800 HP for use. So looks like maybe let's just gonna go and bring out my Mazda LM55 Vision GT Group 1. So this is gonna be quite pretty ready up and go. And then, well, maybe I might be able to go with a stealth model version. So that might be quite good. Okay. So, looks like the LM55 has a lot of horsepower to be able to use. So, let's just kind of go with circular 3 stages, and then 941 HP, and then 1764 weight pounds to be able to quite getting a little bit much adjust. Well, sometimes that whenever start having a drag race, that will be automatically to be disqualified unless it might be able to get a second chance. Okay, here we go. Bringing out the LM55 at the ready because this is going to be quite good for a singular drag race for this event. Okay, here we go. Wait for the flash mark. Yes, looks like it's at the ready, at the go. Well, looks like you talked about getting a little easy start. Well, I know. No rant comments on me because they think it's definitely slow. Now, I know that it seems to be a little bit of count or not. Well, such as because this is gonna have to take a little bit of small circling around for a track. Waiting for the flashing part, then here we go, and then let's max them up. Quite very impressive. Now, looks like this is going to be a good time to be able to go back around and get to the lineup. Well, looks like it only has to take a lot of better courage for it. Man, drag racing is pretty enjoyable since Gran Turismo 5. But, well, it only thinks that it always has. Give it a little bit of double lineup to be able to wait for it. Okay, it's going to be a little uneven. Okay, so 0 Skull 3X is going to be the flashing point to be able to get ready for it. Looks like Tristan Jones is next for getting started for our next drag race for it. Okay, let's go. Waiting for a mark. And here we go. Whoa. Okay, well, guess it might be able to call off the next drag race for it. Yeah, I know. I'm just being automatically disqualified for the race because looks like I might be able to go and grab a better car. Okay, note to self. Better have to have a better GTR for it. So, looks like maybe this is gonna have to get a little bit better to see it. Now, maybe let's just gonna go and bring out the LaFerrari to be able to get ready for it. This is gonna be quite tasteful to be able to use a hypercar for it. Now, looks like this is perfect to be able to have 1,000 horsepower for the LaFerrari to be able to kick it up a notch for it. So, looks like I'll be able to add a new sheet, and then this will be able to go with the super soft racing tires to be able to get ready. Okay, reset the default. Have this for a better set for it. Okay, good thing that this might be the right time to go for it. LaFerrari is coming in for a drag race. Let's hit it. Okay. Looks like time to go back in and get a better one for it. Okay, so looks like Hyperion GT is definitely quite very useful, but just gotta go and check to choose a better bass car for it. Well, cannot use the F1500 TA, but it doesn't not count for a drag race for it. Now, maybe this is gonna be a little bit better for terms for it. Now, gonna have to think something better choice pick for an all-wheel drive. Now, I really guess that this will be able to go and select a drivetrain for use. So, here we go, and then let's go for a Nissan Concept 2020 Vision Gran Turismo. So, looks like this is going to be a quite better use for it. Racing super soft tires is now going to be adjacent to be able to go in for it. Now, let's see how that 2020 concept car to go fast for it. Good thing that this is very good. Okay, so 40-mile slow range to be able to go for it. Okay, that's better. Alright, so looks like Super Turbo is bringing out the Hyperion-GT. So let's just give it a go for it. Okay, waiting for our flashing lights. Gyroscope, and here we go. Wow, looks like Super Turbo went first for it. Can't believe it, that was a one darn start for it. Okay, well, looks like this is pretty good for a little drag race for it. Well, looks like I'll be able to have to do a little spectator for it. Okay, just gotta go right here. Okay, well, I kinda think there's just still commenting going on for it. Well, I'm just gonna to enjoy a little bit of drag race for it. So, looks like just gonna have to get a little bit time in for a little terms. Okay, looks like somebody picks is next for my opponent. Okay, pretty good for bringing out the Chevy Cobra. Let's see how that muscle car can take on that Vision GT car for it. And here we go, and let's get going. Okay, well, enough of the argument conversation. I'm just having a little bit of segment gameplay because I'm just really enjoying for a little drag race. Yeah, I know. Just gonna grab a better car. Okay, what to do? What to do? Something else that might be able to go a little faster for it. Now, let's just gotta go and check back in again for it. Now, maybe unless that this will be able to go and bring out the Salvador Mercedes CI9 TDI Killer Fast livery. Now, looks like this is gonna be quite very useful for it, because this will also have to be up at 102% for use for it. Now, let's just gonna go and kick things up, and then let's just gonna have to do a best for it. But looks like commenting picked up or while having a little chat. Okay, hi Dips, it says fast. That was some clean driving. A beginner, he'll do his best. Now, good thing that this will be able to have to go and bring out another car for another set. Hold on, I almost forgot one thing, to have something for it. Okay, cancel the entry, and then let's go and grab a super soft tires for recommended needs for use. blast for a bit. Wait! Well, looks like this is gonna get a little bit hard to explain for it, and here we go, and looks like taking a little bad launch with the smoke on it. Well, these cars, that's gonna be a little hard to explain. Looks like a cute comment just separately putting it from here on the floor either. That's very nice. Okay, well, just saying, just kidding. Well, okay, well, maybe let's just gonna go and get a better car to be able to switch and use. I kind of think that this is gonna be a little bit of a long day to see it. Okay, switch back to my BRC library and maybe let's see if there's something else better for it. Okay, so looks like the ride height is definitely quite very better for it. Just gonna have to make something better to make a little bit of quick drag race for it. So looks like this is gonna have to take a lot of more research for it to be able to see it. Okay, entering the course. Okay, looks like ride height is definitely quite very good, well adjusted for it. Now, looks like the BRC is ready to get back in onto the drag. UDRS BRC is back for another drag race, folks, because this is going to be prepared. Okay, first of all, might be able to have a better transmission gear for it. So let's kind of quick back in and give this for a little quick puppy fix. Okay, let's go back in onto the course and then maybe this will be able to have this lane for a little drag race practice. So this might be an excellent use. Okay, now let's just gonna do a little quick practice for it and let's get started. Okay, so let's just gonna go a little test run for it. Okay, very good. Pretty fast adjustment to be quite adjacent to it. Okay, now this time this is going to be quite very useful for my BRC to be able to get ready to adjust it and give it a little bit of quick boost for it. Now here we go, and let's take it up for a little drag test. Oh man, not this time. Darn it. Looks like a drag party pooper coming in for it. So, looks like this is gonna be a little bit of another heads up racing event for it, folks. Everybody really wants to be back in for another drag race. Well, doesn't matter. Let's just go for a single lap run for a little recess. Okay, pretty good for over exceed gears and okay, do not get a little bit of massive accident. Oh, can't believe I got slammed by a Bugatti. That's gonna leave a mark. Okay, looks like race recess is over, dragsters. Now, looks like time to go for a little regular activity race for it. Well, I guess that giving a little bit of one lap race, we'll be able to have a little quick break. Okay, well, talk about small earnings and give it a little extra for it. Okay, recess over, back to drag racing. Now, looks like this is going to be a good time to be able to go back for a better drag race for it. Well, unfortunately, this is definitely for a little drag race at school to be able to go for it. So, looks like time to go back for another round of drag racing, and then this will be good. Ooh, I really want to race with the golden video. This is going to be quite very good. Okay, looks like I'm ready to go, and then let's go for the first head start. Okay, very good. Looks like I'm on a high roller first lead. Full stretch and one awesome successful. Thanks for the drag race, that dude George won. I really appreciate for a wonderful drag challenge. Okay, looks like it's time to get everything going back for it. Looks like bringing out the different rides will be able to good for you. Okay, looks like I really wanted to race with cool_panda_swag with the Dodge Charger. Okay, so. Okay, looks like Bryceman with the Venator. This might be a very good choice to use it for it. And let's go for it. Okay, let's go for it. So, looks like this is going to be one last round for me for having a wonderful drag race board. Okay, let's see which one is going to be my last challenger for a drag race before I'll be ready to wrap this up board. Okay, looks like that dude George 1 is going to be racing with me again board. Okay, so anything else boards? Okay, well, looks like just gonna have to take one more round for it. That's what's very close to have this epic U-turn for it. Okay, well, looks like this might be the perfect time to be able to go and exit out, and looks like this is a pretty good drag race for today. Wow, looks like everybody always enjoying it for it, because this is one of the most activity for it, because this is going to be quite good for one awesome drag race for it. So looks like this is going to be a one big special thanks to the players that I just enjoying racing with boards. They just really want to have an up time for a drag race in Blue Moon based Speedway. Well, this is going to be quite very good for it, because this is the perfect time to get ready to exit out, and looks like I'll be able to get ready for it before they get started for the next one for it. So looks like drag racing is pretty cool and pretty awesome to be in the online lobby race boards. So this is definitely one of the most finest activities in the open lobby, because this is quite very good. But good thing that the flashing communication is definitely quite giving us a green light for go, because this might be very good for having a race activity in GT Sports or any other racing games that you guys really enjoy for it. Well folks, glad that you really enjoyed this drag race. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like it. So before at the end of the segment, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and also the links on the description below if you want to see more. So I'll see you guys next time to continuing on for a race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool, and stay drag racing.